So on the very last stretch now, I've got one set of plants to put in, and then that will be everything in that I'm going to be harvesting in spring. So just got some salad onions, last batch of salad onions, and just an experimental sowing of tough ball onions, which are a short day onion, so they'll start bulbing about the middle of April, and I'll see if I can get a harvest from those kind of late May, maybe sometime in June. I'm not really that bothered, it's just a quick experiment. So I'll show you those. So I've got loads of salad onions here and a lot more to come, and some of them are looking a bit floppy now, just they're kind of running out of fertilizer in the modules that they're in. So I'm going to take these, and these are tough ball and Leela. Tough ball is not strictly speaking a salad onion. It will give us small bulbing onions in sort of May, June time, and that'll be perfect. Leela is brilliant salad onion. I'm going to plant these down the centre of my asparagus bed and then put a bit of fleece over them. I really love salad onions, and they're just so much better than anything you can get in the shops, and especially these kind of ones like Leela, which are a purple variety. They're just absolutely gorgeous. They are, strictly speaking, they are a bulbing variety, but you know, planted nice and early like these, I'll be eating them long before they're bulbing. They don't start bulbing until about the middle of May, when the daylight hours reach about 16, and even then, you know, you can eat them well into early June. That's what makes them such a great interplant into an asparagus bed, because you know you're really harvesting your asparagus bed continuously all the way through until about the middle of June, and so they don't really get in the way. Obviously onions are fairly shallow rooted vegetable, whereas asparagus is an extremely deep-rooted vegetable. So from that perspective, they're kind of operating at completely different levels in the soil. And my asparagus is planted in 2 rows, kind of down there and down here. And I mean, some of it might come up in the middle of those onions, but who cares, you know, just harvest those onions first. So yeah, these will benefit from a little bit of fleece because they're a bit weak and spindly, a bit dry. There's just so much onion basically in such a little module that they probably could have done with planting out a few weeks ago, but yeah, that's just, I just didn't have time to do that. So half the bed is going to Leela, and the other half is going to tough ball. So it's worth talking a little bit about tough ball. So tough ball is one of those, I think in America they call them short day onions. We often call them Japanese onions over here. So they're an onion that starts to bulb when daylight hours reach 14 hours. And that happens in the middle of April. Now, these onions won't be very big in the middle of April, which is why normally you would plant tough ball in August rather than when I did these, which was 7th of December, which is very late. And I'm just trying them out this way because I just kind of felt like it. I wanted to see how fast they would grow at this time of year, and whether they would kind of catch up with the ones that I started earlier on, and whether by the middle of June, when I kind of want them out of here, because as I said, that's when the asparagus is being left to grow on, they would actually have grown to a usable size. And you know, at this point I'm a bit uncertain, but I can afford to do an experiment in this bed because I've got loads of space, and it's one of my lower value beds, so I don't mind kind of taking a bit of a risk on it. So there we go. You'll be amazed at how, well, you probably won't be amazed, but it'll be interesting to see just how quickly these pick up. So as I mentioned, the Leela are a bulbing onion, but I would pretty much guarantee that any Leela that you sowed this early, if you left it to bulb, it would go to seed. So best harvested as a salad onion. So I don't have a particularly good solution for fleecing beds like this, unfortunately. I find it too windy to lay the fleece directly on top of the seedlings. So basically I just push a few canes in and put Coke cans on top. And that will do until this can come off in, I don't know, early April. So I hope you like this quick video. Everything for spring is pretty much done, and all plantings from now on are probably targeted at a summer harvest. My name's Steve. This is the Seaside Kitchen Garden and Allotment channel, and I'll see you soon.